What's going on, everybody? Ready for another Big Ten tournament game today as we face the Penn State Nittany Lions, who I gotta say pretty much embarrassed us last time we played in Happy Valley. Today presents a different set of strategies and problems that we have today. And I feel like it really is going to start with defending the three-point line is going to be one of our biggest goals in this game, because Penn State seems to have a knack for going out and making the big shots when they count out there behind that line. Their two-point game inside that arc doesn't seem as important. I feel like this being on a neutral site gives us a different set of circumstances to play with. And you know what? I'm ready to see our guards run let's push it a little bit more today. I feel like 3 games in 3 days for Penn State, their legs might be getting a little bit weary when we go into this game. We are 12 minutes and change away from the tip. Yeah, that's it. Defending that three-point line. I think our rebounding will be better today. Our post play should be great. Yeah, and yeah, I agree completely. That's why I think we should really push these guys a little bit in the first half. I would like, and I know I'm not going to get it. Am I dressed as a Boilermaker? Absolutely not. I got a concert T-shirt on today. My Beartooth shirt, man. Yeah. Get out there and get on some heavy rock there for a little while. No, I've been working out in the yard a little bit today, so, trying to make time go by and watch basketball. So I didn't actually switch my clothes up. Every time I wear my Indiana hoodie, we lose. So let's be a bear. Right on. I really think that, if you watch that game, Purdue and Ohio State, that we just saw, you saw at the end of that game, you saw Purdue just basically run out of gas. They did not have the stamina to stay with Edey. Edey dominated that game. The guards at the end of the game had more legs left, and I feel that's going to be the same thing. I know Penn State has one less game this week, but fatigue has got to set in, and the thing for us is playing 3 games in 3 days as well. We've got to find a way to get some of our guys some rest, and that really means that we can't afford to be down 7 points in the first half either. We got to be able to run a rotation to where Trayce and Jalen get a few more minutes on the bench. Now, with that being said, if Geronimo and Renew play well, they might have a good bit of, they might have an opportunity to sit those guys for a few more minutes. Trayce should be playing about 32 minutes a game. I think that's where his sweet spot's at. He's had to play 37 to 39 minutes almost every game. Really want to see him get a little rest. Maybe he doesn't need it. Maybe he's just a dog and he's going to have that stamina to get through tomorrow as well if they win today. I'm excited about today's game. I don't feel better about today's game, but I feel like teams that live and die by the 3, I don't like that being the staple of your team. I think 3s are important. You need to hit a few of them, but winning the paint game is where it's at. That's Purdue's game. That's our game. So I think that should make for getting us through to the final. Selection Sunday's coming up. Just so you guys know, win or lose today, I will be in here for the selection show so that we can comment and chit-chat about games, seeding, whatnot. After the bracket comes out, we will set up our It's in the Blood tournament pick'em, in which I will offer some kind of a winning prize. So if you think you've got smarts and want to play it, it will be on CBS, I believe, is where we did it last year. Sign up and join up. Alex and I will discuss that. I think the tournament selection show is at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken, Eastern Standard Time. But I will definitely get it posted up sometime before the Big Ten Championship. And if the Big Ten Championship runs late, then I'll just switch it right over. Okay, Creek says 6. Creek's my knowledge around here. Tell me, can you guys hear the buzzing noise in my background? Just curious. Okay, that's good. My microphone must got it. Oh, you can hear it. It's got about 13 minutes to go on that. I'm running an electrosonic cleaner. I'm cleaning a ring, so yeah, it'll go away. It's not static. It's my cleaner. It's got, like I said, it's got about 13 minutes. You know what? I'll just shut it off. You got to, when you're me and you're in my basement, you got to multitask. Oh, got to turn that down too then. I didn't realize the TV was that loud. I'm not sure of the composition of it. I dug it Friday Creek. It's currently it's black, so that's why I've got it in there. I tumbled it to get all the junk off of it last night, and it's currently really black. Yeah, fundamental. My other channel is a metal detecting, treasure hunting channel, which I do. I'm in there on a lot, so. And it's still black. It's really old. Where I found it was yeah, it's kind of my camera doesn't like to focus. Anyway, uh, it was about and yeah, it's black on the inside too. I can't figure out. I know it's pretty dang old, so because it was basically found on the riverfront and basically coming down. I found it down by you. What's up, Paul? No, it's older than that. I think it is too because of the way that it rang up, but I'm going to try to get it cleaned off a little bit. Silver does oxidize black, correct. So anyway, long story short, Creek, I was down there just about 15, 20 minutes south of you by Newburgh is where I was at when I found it. I can't see it yet, but you know, it's my buddy did find the one ring metal detecting. Long story short, totally gnarly treasure. Found the actual ring from Lord of the Rings. Fundamental. Yeah, I had a great day this weekend. I like the scoop. Yeah, there's a couple of them that do it. I actually fundamental. I have a Nemo, which is going to allow me to go out in the creeks this year. So it's a diving thing. MH Play says, let's go. Let's right on. It's almost time. I'll check the time before tip off here. I'm definitely allowed to, you know, like I said, today we have a more of a normalized crowd for an Indiana game because we're not on Big 10 network. Nathan has posted the link for the Discord and the link for my other channel. I appreciate that. And there's the question today. Can we stop Jalen Pickett today? I think so. Oh my gosh, fundamental. You have no idea. And most people don't get in the water to look for it. What's up, Mike? Let's go. I'm fired up for today. Ready to get this thing to Sunday. Just got to play a complete game. You know, yesterday, let's talk about yesterday's game just a little bit. We started great. We hit a lull in the middle. And but the thing of it is we closed the gap before halftime and made it to where the second half we came out and played ball and actually played a great second half. I think Maryland did a great job adjusting and, you know, midway through the first half to get that lead. And then we closed at the end of the half, and then we played great the second half. Maryland played lights out first half, and they only was up on us by 2. I will take close at halftime today for sure. But I really want to see some three-point defense today. Because we know what they're going to try to do, and I want to defend it. I want to see us knock out their game plan, and I want to see us use ours and take it to the house, win the inside game. Dude, Malik Renew was a difference maker. Him and Tamar Bates' play yesterday made all the difference in the world in that second half. Tamar Bates plays some days like he's somewhere else. Malik Renew always brings it, but he's a little bit more handsy. And then, and there's the thing, adversity brings out the best, right? Race Thompson gets in foul trouble, so Malik Renew is told, hey, go out there and play, but you got to be careful and not to foul because we can't afford to have you on the bench as well. And he goes out there and puts out one of his best performances of the season. And then in postgame, I listened to Coach. What made you have the game you've had today? I did what Coach told me. He's trying to live up to his coach's expectations and do what he's told on the floor. That's the sign that he can be coached and be led. I think he's got a great future. Definitely excited about that. Hopefully, him and Tamar both play well again today. I really want to see Galloway get into the offense a little bit more today. He was kind of missing yesterday in action, and that's the reason why Tamar played well, though. So you know what? It goes both ways. Right on, MH. Fired up and ready to go. Yeah, that'll be a great combination. If X comes back, I don't think he's determined whether or not. I know he's now eligible for a hardship year or something to that effect, medical hardship or whatever it's called. If he does come back, this team will be very guard heavy, and that will give Renew. And if Duncombe decides to play here, because I talked with Creek yesterday, and we feel like Duncombe's probably a transfer. But I do feel like those guys have an opportunity. No worries, Nathan. I got to make thumbnails too. I have not been getting them done until the last minute. All right, nothing changed in the starting lineup today. Winter, Pickett, Funk, NJ, and Lundy. Seth Lundy played good too. He's a great wing. Him and Funk, man, those two guys right there. Woo! He could. Since his injury, he's not been the same. Usually when they have undisclosed injuries and stuff like that, and they're not wearing their uniform and they're sitting on the bench, it usually means they're transferring. I mean, Sub Diesel, we're ready to go. I tell you what, and you know what, and the other thing about this is, if X had not gotten hurt this year, this game probably wouldn't be near as valuable for us. I think if he was on the floor with a senior running the point, I think we would have came into this game absolutely ready to go into the NCAA tournament. As it stands, we're relying upon a freshman to run the team. And there's a tip. Shafino's going to control it. He's going to hand it off to Race at the top of the key. Race is going to look. Nobody's coming out on him. They are double teaming down low. As Trayce backs down, double team's working. He goes and puts it up, drops it off to Race, and Race misses it. Oh my goodness, he missed the bunny. And Penn State clears it. But obviously we have enough right there to get down inside and score. They did not have much on the defensive side of that. NJ hands it out high, and I'm mispronouncing his name. There goes Pickett. He's got Cop on him. He shoots from 15, hard off the back rim and over the backboard, no good. I look for Miller Kopp today to really lock him down if that's who's going to be defending him. Here we go. Shafino's got it out high. He's looking. Feeds it to Trayce at the top of the key. Trayce is going to work. He hands it off to Shafino. Drops in 15-footer. There you go. Jalen Hood Shafino in the mid-range is money, baby. 2-0 Indiana. 18:49 to go, and I do not like CBS's scoreboard. Ugh. Pickett's got it out high, goes around the pick. There's another pick, gets inside, rotates it around. There is a deep three, and it's money. I don't like that, but that was a good shot from pretty deep out there. 3-2 Penn State. Lundy. Shafino gets it to Trayce, back to Shafino. Gets it down to Race on the block. Race is backing his guy in. He's got a size advantage, it looks like. And Race Thompson answers with a good post possession. If we feed the post, we will win this game today. NJ's got it out high. He's looking. There's Pickett. Goes off the pick. Feeds it down inside. No shot. Turnaround jumper. No good. And that's going to be a foul on, I think that's NJ. If I don't know how to say his name, I apologize. 4-3 Indiana, 17:53 to go. CJ, my brother, if you have any questions about YouTube, look at CJ's info. Always there. And there he goes. He's a Philadelphia boy. He's cheering on his Nittany Lions. Boo. Right on, CJ. The Eagles were close, man. And he drops it off to Race on the block. Race dumps it in for another two. We might not need Trayce today as we have Race Thompson. Penn State is weak under the basket, and we can exploit that. That's awesome, CJ. I love busting on you, bro. Here goes Lundy. Feeds it down off the backboard. What a errant pass. Here comes Galloway on the fast break. Cross court to Kopp. Kopp wants to shoot it but can't. Gets it down to Trayce on the block. Trayce spins into the lane, puts it up, and no good, and dunks it. Wow. Here we go. TJD makes the lead 8-3, following his own shot with the dunk. Pickett's got it out high. Kopp's there on him. Lundy for three again. No good. And I think he was fouled. That's the best part about sports. Everybody loves who they love, and they love them passionately. You can love what you want in here. You know what? You can take shots, but be respectful, man. That's all I ask. Sports are here to bring people together. Thank you, CJ. First free throw by Lundy is good. He's got all 4 points for Penn State thus far. Second free throw is up, and it is also good. His free throw stroke is pure, and it is 8-5. Third free throw coming. I hate fouling on the three-point shot, but it is what it is. All three free throws are good, and the lead is back down to 2. Seth Lundy is carrying Penn State thus far. Thank you, CJ. We worked really hard at it. Jalen Hood Shafino's got the ball out high. Feeds it over to Kopp on the wing. Kopp's looking for Race on the block. Gets it to him. He's out a little further than he wants to be. Starts backing his guy back in. Looks, turn around, baby hook, and he hits it. Race Thompson with 6 early points today. Indiana leads 10-6. Here comes Pickett's got the ball out high. Kopp is stuck to him like glue. No pick. He's going to drive. He gets inside, works it. Feeds it outside, rotates it around Lundy. Lundy's got it for another 3 attempt, and no good this time. Controlled by Galloway, coming back the other way. Galloway's looking to push. Hits Trayce on the block and dunks it. (12-6) Indiana at the 15:56 mark. As the inside play thus far has been dominated by IU. There is the drive. I don't have my box score up, and I don't like it. They get it. NJ has it out high. He hands it off to Funk, who pulls up from 27. No good. And I say from 27, it was about that far out. Hands it off to Kopp. Kopp thinks about the deep three, but doesn't take it. Comes off the pick. Feeds Galloway in the corner. Galloway takes the three. Short. I can see it. Controlled by Lundy. Here comes Pickett back the other way as Purdue. Penn State looks to push. And step back three. And it's hard off the back iron. Here comes Trayce back the other way, cleaning another rebound up, and he gets it to Jalen at the top of the key, and he's going to set the offense. 15:04 to go, 12-6 Indiana. Shafino goes around the pick. He works his way to the right wing, cross court to Kopp, and he throws it into the bleachers. My nose is itching today. And I got to tell you guys, straight up like this, while they are not shooting that three-pointer well, we need to build a biggest lead as humanly possible as we go to a timeout, because they do hit for a pretty solid percentage in the Big 10. Missouri lost today, John, absolutely. Looks like Alabama just in the end was a little too much for them. And that is our Dave C., that's his alma mater, and he was, I'm sure he was watching that game. But Missouri will be in the tournament. You're right, Creek. They're going to shoot the ball from out there today because that's where they feel that that's their equalizer, is that three-point basket. And also the problem is they cannot afford to get in foul trouble with their bigs. They run a small lineup as is. Yeah, I'm telling you, between Funk, Lundy, Pickett, and Winter, they'll shoot it from anywhere. What's up, Mickey? Nice to see you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. My schedule's been a little bit full this week, so you'll have to forgive me, but I will catch up with you as soon as possible. Tomorrow's going to be a hectic day as well. Yes, Race is playing assertive basketball. You know what? And Creek, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Race from that strained ACL or MCL, whichever one it was, that strained ligament, we'll just say, he came back really fast with the brace, and I don't think he was totally healed up yet. I don't think he was truly ready to be back on the floor. And I think it took it a little longer to fully heal. And I think he's finally starting to reap the benefit of being fully healed. Would you agree or disagree? Yeah, I really do feel like he was still struggling. And you know what? And they want to come back from these injuries. Young guys heal pretty fast, but you know, there's a thing of coming back too soon. I'm glad that Race is actually playing like he should. That makes us, it's a more of a 1-2 punch underneath with him playing at full strength. And you know what? He may not be as tall, but he's a big-bodied kid. He's thick. He's built more like a linebacker than he is a small forward, so to speak. God, there's no way, Sports Cat. I'll have to think about anything that I can come up with. But I do have some aspirations again for baseball, as I've been getting excited here lately. Penn State has a few subs on the floor, some of which I'm not familiar with. Funk is left open for three and buries it. You can't leave him open. As Funk will drill it every time if you leave him open. Galloway feeds Trayce. Trayce hands it off to Shafino. Shafino from 15 drops it to Trayce on the block. Trayce goes up, misses it. Had a bunny. Here comes Penn State on the break. They're looking to get inside all the way to the basket. Shafino strips it away. Galloway comes up with the ball. Over to Kopp for three. Short off the front iron, no good. I was excited there. I saw that coming. There he goes right there. Pickett's got the ball. He's got Trayce on him right now. And he's wanting to clear out and go around. He switches to Galloway. Galloway bodies him up on the block. He works his way in, 12-footer, and he makes it. Penn State on a little bit of a run here, cuts the lead to 1. Hopefully we just missed in the first half, Jim. Just keep going down low. Eventually that outside shot will open. Schifino drives around, 15-footer short. Here comes Penn State with a chance to take the lead. This looks like yesterday's game. Working on Schifino, backing him down is Pickett. Pickett's working his way in. He feeds it across court. Stolen by Trayce Thompson, who intercepts the pass. Hands it off to Schifino, cross court. Schifino drives, 15-footer. No good. That's not a good shot there in transition for Schifino. They should run offense there. As he was open, though. Pickett's going to work on Kopp this time. 15-foot, passes it out to Funk. Funk drives the lane over across court to Lundy. And there's another three-pointer. As they get penetration. Oh, that wasn't Lundy. That's, oh, I can't believe I can't get that guy's name out of my mouth. It'll come. .80 run for Penn State. Trayce has got it inside. He feeds it back to Trayce. Trayce is out high. 15-footer. That's short off the rim. Why are we settling for jump shots? Here comes Pickett back the other way. 12:05 to go with a 2-point lead. He's backing Kopp in on the block. Works him in outside, look for a shot. Passes it across court to Funk. Gets cut off by Trayce. They rotate it around, and Pickett resets with 12 on the shot clock. Here comes the high pick. He goes around it. There's the switch. He's got Trayce on him. Pulls up for three, and he hits it. Exactly what I was afraid of in this game is coming true at this point. 17-12 Penn State. .11 run for Penn State. Trayce has got on the block, double team. Feeds it to Galloway to Kopp for three. We need this one. No good. Rebound. Here comes out Pickett. Somebody else has got to score the ball inside before you start throwing up threes. Nice shot. Pickett gets the layup. And coach needs a timeout, and he takes it. Indiana has been asleep for about the last 3 minutes. Jalen Pickett uses his body very well deep under the basket to get that shot up against Trayce Jackson Davis. I kind of expected this kind of run from them today. Vermont and Howard have clinched spots to the big dance, and Clemson clinched a spot in the NCAA NIT tournament. Clemson's going to the NIT. Congrats to Clemson. Yeah, that's what I said a little bit ago. It looks just like yesterday's game. I'll take yesterday's result. I feel like we need a few more points today than what we got yesterday to win, but that's another story. Yeah, I haven't brought that one out of the closet just yet, but let me go back here and take a look. And I'm going to tell you, Creek, when you said that, or when I said that yesterday, it was the same percentage of three-pointers. They were 57%. Today, they're 57%. Penn State cannot shoot that. They cannot keep that high of a percentage up today. You know, I'm surprised that they're getting that good of looks. Everybody we got on our team is good enough not to double down, so why are guys getting open threes? By the way, everybody, do not forget that tonight at 3 a.m. is time change. Forgot about that. That's going to stink when I have to get up for work in the morning. They do. And it usually comes – I feel like Indiana's biggest problem is concentration. They come out and they start this game. There was no way that they were going to be able to be competed against in this game. After the first time out, Penn State came out firing. Part of the state does, part does not. I think that's how it works. 2 time zones in Indiana. I'm in the eastern side, so I'm always with the eastern side, and I always spring forward. But it gives me more daylight hours to treasure hunt with, so I'm usually happy about that. Yeah, there you go. The 3 is key for them. That's why I would be doing everything I could to take away the 3 ball. If they get it penetration into the lane, so be it. I seen Bates on the floor. Bates will probably be on Pickett, if I had to guess. Renew is out there as well. Schifino and Race are getting a break. Trayce gets down inside. He gets it stripped from him. Turns it around, puts it up. No good. And there is, oh my goodness. Here comes Penn State down with the ball. And who I was talking about earlier that I couldn't get out of his name was Dredd off the bench. Pickett, step back 3, short. Renew clears the glass and hands it off to Schifino. Wait a minute. I didn't think he was in there. Race and Galloway sit down. There you go. Trayce has got it on the block. Double team is there. Feeds Renew. Over. No, he feeds Kopp in 12 foot. Kopp hits the mid-range jump shot. And this run is over, 19-14, as Indiana finally gets back on the board. Penn State's out high. Going to feed it over to Dredd. Dredd has it. Works it down inside. Back out high, and they're going to reset the offense with 10 on the shot clock. 10 minutes to go in the half. 19-14 Penn State. He drives, looking. Can't get it in there. There's a tip pass in the corner. 1. Deep 3. God bless it. Get a hand in his face. 22-14 Penn State. Schifino gets it down to Trayce on the block. There comes the double team. And Bates shoots it. Bates is hard off the rim. Renew with the offensive glass. And he's going to be fouled right there. It was an NBA 3. He was way out there. And they're going to continue to fire him up until we get – you got to get a hand in their face. You got to contest it in some way. Because they can shoot from everywhere. Get it in bounds. Tamar's got it. Penn State's still on a 16-2 run. Tamar gets inside the lane, puts up the floater. Hard off the back rim. No good. Gets it into the corner, looks back, step back 3 by Dredd, no good over the backboard. And now the ball is stuck between the shot clock and the backboard. Where's the cheerleaders? Get them cheerleaders out there to get that ball. No, they give Renew a stick. What's up, Chad? Not a great start to today's game thus far. 22-14, 9:15 to go in the half. Here comes Schifino crossing the timeline. Distinct size advantage here. Schifino goes off the pick. Double team comes. He feeds it over to Bates. Bates down to Renew. And that's going to be a block. Good call. Dredd, I think it's a flop. Let's see what we got here. Good angle. I'm telling you, I think it's the way he leaned into him. He leaned forward when the contact was initiated. Shrewsbury takes Dredd right out of the game, and because he's still mad. There's a difference between Trayce has it on the block, double, triple team, feeds it across to Renew. That's going to stay with Indiana with 10 on the shot clock. And who said that? Hoosiers looking tired. Josh, I think there's a difference between looking tired and playing lazy. And I don't think they look tired yet. I think they're just a little lazy at this point. All right, here we go. They get it into Tamar. He shoots from 6 foot, airballs it. Thompson over to Schifino for 3. No good. It rims out. Indiana cannot hit the broadside of a barn right now as it's 22-14, 8:34 to go. Lundy has it out high, feeds it back over to Pickett. Pickett back to Lundy. They're running some pick plays. He gets him down inside. 8-footer for Pickett, and he hits it. Pickett and Schifino are eerily similar when it comes to mid-range jump shot, and Penn State is now up 10. And there's another thing. Being out hustled makes you look tired too. Penn State is definitely doing that as they're switching and double teaming. Schifino gets into the lane, feeds it to Race on the block. Race has got Pickett on his back, works his way, puts up the shot, no good, followed by Malik Renew, and he scores. 24-16 as Trayce gets a valuable break on the bench right now as he needs some minutes off. Renew kind of helps to ease that pain. Pickett's got it out high. Coach is going to just have to push. There's some adjustments. Pickett gets inside, feeds it across to Lundy, reverse layup, and there's going to be a foul on Renew as we hit the under 8 timeout. So let's just go. And Jim says that when were defensive players allowed to place arms and hands on dribblers? You know, that's kind of one of the things I thought a few years ago, if you guys can correct me if I'm incorrect, that the hand check came back as being a call again because they were getting away from calling it. Now it feels like they're getting away from calling it again, but that is a foul. So bear that in mind. You know, my opinion is that defensive players are entitled to their space on the floor. If you're straight up and down and do not reach, you're entitled to that space. That also includes your span, what you get out there. Absolutely, Jim. And you're correct. They're playing with more energy right now. They're more motivated. We just look lazy early in this game. And that's, I'm not going to lie. That's kind of how we looked yesterday. And then the second half, we came back and played very well. I will never use – the only time I use tired as an excuse is when we play 7 guys off the bench and make our starters play 38 minutes. Just keep holding true, play defense. When this team plays defense, we're as good as anybody. That's why we've got a good opportunity here in March, and everybody should be pretty proud of what we've accomplished without 2 starters for a good portion of our season. The main thing that talking about, X being out and whatnot, it's made Galloway a true he has a tendency to go away, but he's became a very important part of our offense. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. The last 3 minutes of this half will tell us how the second half's going to look. Just defend that 3. Thanks for coming by today, Josh. I appreciate you, brother. Let's go. 17, 18 and a half, 16 likes. I definitely appreciate that. This last, the last 4 minutes of this half will tell me a lot about what second half is going to be like. We'll see. But the problem is that we haven't played well in the first half here lately at all. You got to have a lot of love and respect for what Micah Shrewsbury has done at Penn State, though. And there's a 20, and they're going to extend that lead back to 10 if hits the second free throw, and he does. Lundy is leading this team right now, and he's got 11 points, I think, so far. Schifino feeds Galloway over to Race. Gets it. Oh, Renew. I don't know if that was on Schifino or Renew, but the ball goes out of bounds. Penn State has the ability to extend right here. Coach looks just mad. It starts with the defensive end. Let's go. Play some D. Bates is out high. He's on Winter. Feeds it over to Funk. They get the swap. Winter's going to drive on Galloway. Gets inside. Puts it up. No good. Schifino clears and is going to push. Here comes Schifino the other way. He slows it down. Feeds it down to Race on the block. Race has got – feeds it out long over to Bates. And Bates passes on the three. Drives the lane. And misses a flicking layup. Come on, Tamar. Here goes around the pick. He's going to work to get inside. Puts up the 8-footer and hits it. No help comes, but Renew can't. If Renew comes out and takes it over there, he loses it on the other side. So that's not so much his fault, but that was on Tamar. There goes Schifino. Feeds it over cross court to Bates. Bates has another open shot and takes it. Bates finally gets one to go down, and Indiana cuts the lead back to 10. Come on. If we got to weather the storm for Tamar getting hot, and he gets hot, I'll take it, I guess. Gets around the pick, step back, nothing there. Good D. Winter's going to reset. He's got Bates on him now, who goes underneath the pick, looks over, feeds it into the corner to Funk. Funk is left open. No good. Galloway controls the board and is going to push. Galloway comes across the timeline. Looking. Hits Race Thompson. Statistic on the board. Njai is called for the foul on Renew. And that's going to be his second foul, and we'll have to come out of the game. Penn State does not, and he's coming out as we speak, does not have a lot of height. So him being able to play. Thank you, Sam. I'm hoping so. Galloway feeds Race on the inbound. Race has got it. Race has got picking on him, and he turn around, and it's no good. It rims out. God, that's a soft touch. 28-18, 5:14 to go. Penn State firmly in control right now. Trayce comes back into the game after a break. Almost loses it out of bounds. Pickett's got Trayce on him out high. Working and sends it down. Looking to drive on TJD. Step back. Good defense by Trayce. Keeps him in front of him. Lundy has it from deep outside. Short off the rim. Galloway controls, and he's going to push. Off to Bates. Bates throws it, and oh my God! Race Thompson with the alley-oop dunk. That was incredible. That's going to be a highlight reel dunk. I don't care what you say. There goes Funk. He tries to bring in the lane. Maybe that'll give him some energy. Looking to drive on Tamar. Gets around him. Oh, Tamar fouls him. Tamar's on his back in pain. The Penn State player's also on his back in pain, holding his ankle. Boy, he just barely got that over the rim, didn't he? The pass was errant. It was a little long. I'm going to give you guys a quick tidbit while we're sitting here waiting for these free throws to come up. I noticed that on the Chicago scoreboard, my favorite soft drink in the world has been the sponsor all week, Sunkist. And it makes it pretty funny for me because I haven't had a soft drink in a little over a month. But that's my favorite. Orange is my favorite color. Sunkist is my favorite drink. Clary's at the free throw line, who used a ball fake to get Tamar in the air, and the first free throw is good. Looks like it's 29-20 with 4:25 to go. This stretch here is going to be important for Indiana. Mark this under 4 and on, as Penn State extends back to a 10-point lead. Shrewsbury subs back in a lot of his guys as we hit this last stretch. Oh, I miss it, Tim. Here goes Schifino across the timeline. Kopp's back on the floor. Bates is now out. Trayce sets a high pick. Schifino's working it. 17-footer. No good. That's not the play you want right there. We have abandoned going inside. That's the only problem we have right now. We have abandoned it. Pickett's got Race Thompson guarding him at 30 feet. Feeds it over to Dredd. Dredd's going to drive on Kopp. Nothing doing. Back to Pickett out there. Race is on him, reaching at the ball. Good defense. Step back. 6 on the shot clock. Drives again. Step back from 20. Good defense by Race. And controlled by Galloway with another board. Here comes Galloway looking to push. Galloway gets into the lane. All the way inside. Hits Trayce on the block. Trayce has got the double team. Turn around, puts it up and in. TJD makes his 6th point of the half, and the lead is 8. 3:24 to go. Let's go. Come on, play some D. Pickett's out high. Kopp is back on him again. The handoff was to Winter, back to Pickett. There's a pick set high. Miller Kopp's out there with him tight. Funk is on the wing. Feed it over to Funk from 29 feet. No good. That's what happens when you get a hand in their face. They can't shoot it that well. Galloway played great defense there. Pick out wide. Over to give and go. Back to Trayce. And one. Trayce cuts across the lane, hits a little baby floater, and he goes to the free throw line. Yeah, this stupid scoreboard is slow from ESPN. I can't keep it up. Still isn't caught up today. But see, back to what we were talking about earlier. Basically, what that boils down to is that when they have a hand in their face from 28, 27 feet, 20, wherever they're shooting from, left field, it's a lot harder to get in rhythm and make those shots. Caitlin Clark, of the Iowa's women team, she can hit it from just inside the logo after midcourt. If you don't put a hand in her face, shooters can get the ball online and get it close. And that's what happens. You've got to play your offense from the inside out. Indiana can't take the inside game when the outside game is not available. They have got to feed the post. Yeah, finally a little bit of offense. They got to get some transition buckets, make Penn State run, and they have got to feed the post. The two-man game with Trayce is almost necessary. Seth Lundy's killed us today. But as they start missing three-pointers, man, best sodas, that's a tough one there. They all have too much sugar, and I don't even like it. That artificial sweetener is not good for you either, honestly. Yeah, that's just it. They cannot stay with us inside. They got one guy to play down inside, and if you get him in foul trouble, it should be nonstop. We should not be going anywhere else every attempt. got a better chance of making shots from inside the arc than you do outside. Because look at it basically. Tamar Bates, 1 for 5. The only shot he made was in the lane. Okay? There's 4 misses. Galloway has a miss from out far. Jalen Hood-Schifino's 1 for 5. Everything he shot is mid-range or further out. Race Thompson, 50%, 4 for 8. Everything he shot's inside the paint. Miller Kopp, 1 for 3. The only one he made was inside the paint. And Trayce Jackson Davis, 4 for 7. He's over 50% inside the paint. Pound it in there. We're shooting 40% because we're taking too many jump shots from the outside. Hey, if your guards want to dribble the ball inside, that's fine. They keep showing that play. I'm telling you, that play is going to be a national highlight reel tonight. Pound it inside. If he hasn't told them that, Race Thompson can dominate the center of this game because of his thickness. We got 3 guys that can play that big. Missed the free throw. Go figure. I got lots of stats to drop on you all on halftime. Pickett's got it out high. Dredd's out there with him on the pick. Goes around. He switches it. Race Thompson's now on Pickett. He gets it over to, oh my God, they left Lundy open. No good. Here comes Schifino pushing the ball up. He gets it up to the left wing. Galloway has it there. Galloway sets the offense and goes back to the left side. Schifino's on the baseline. Galloway's looking. Gets it to Schifino in the corner. It's a different play call than what I'm used to seeing. As the double team comes, as he gets hedged out by Dredd, and they get the ball down to Trayce, there's the double. Trayce is double team. He dribbles out of it. Dredd's there with him. He gets back inside, feeds it over to Galloway to Kopp. Kopp, step back. No. Galloway for 3. And Kopp should have took that. That was on him. Yeah, that'll be part of my halftime rant, Jim, for sure. Got to think to score. Stop thinking about that 3-point shot and drive. Dredd's got it. Working on Trayce. Feeds it back over to Pickett. There's the pick. They get the switch. Trayce is now on Pickett. Feeds it over to Funk in the corner. Galloway's on him. No shot. Pickett drives. And Pickett gets the layup. No help. 32-24. 1:25 to go in the half. God awful. Over in the corner, Kopp inside the 3-point line. Shoots. No good. Jump shots. Why did he stop? Keep driving. Over. Oh, no. They left Dredd open. 3. No good. Long rebound. Oh, there was lazy this there. Pickett's got it. He drives. Over to Dredd again for 3 again. That one's going to go. No, it doesn't. Good job. Trayce Jackson controls it. Indiana needs to get a 2-for-1 here. Hands it off to Schifino. Somebody needs to score it. Trayce gets inside. Turn around, puts it up, and good. Inside scores. Outside, nothing. It's going to be 1-for-1. Penn State will have a possession, and we got a shot here. Get a stop. Let's go. Get a stop. Fans come to their feet in Chicago. As Pickett is content, and there's a timeout on the floor. Micah Shrewsbury uses a timeout here. You know, that's just it. When Indiana hits their outside shots, you can almost say that we're unbeatable because then we have a complete game. But as you can see, that doesn't happen all the time. And when we don't hit them, we need to really pound it inside even more, you know, to give us the best shooting percentage. All of our shots made, for the most part, are inside. We have 0 3-pointers. We're 0 for 5 from behind the arc. All All our bigs are shooting over 50% from inside. No, yeah, I agree, fundamental. And, that's just it. If you're not scoring the ball, if you cannot get your jump shot to go, your best option is to drive to the basket and either shoot from short range or facilitate, which is find somebody that can score it. Dribble penetration. Look what Penn State does. Watch Pickett. He's going to drive on everybody. He will take that unless he pulls up to shoot it. Oh, no. He got Trayce off his feet. He's going to get 2 free throws here. I think he was inside the line. Yes. Dribble penetration. So he's going to get 2 free throws here. They better not give him 3. First one's good. Hey, I got a great idea on defense. How about denying Pickett the ball? How about making somebody else dribble? Take that away from him. He's their leader. Second free throw is also good. Penn State puts up 34 in the first half. We need to make a score here. I do think before halftime, down 8. And they're going to foul Schifino from 30 foot. He is there and available, Jim. He just hasn't been playing much. Six on the clock, 5. Schifino over to Race. Not who needs to have it. Puts it up. Oh, no good. Penn State plays optimally in this first half, and that's probably the best half of basketball they could have played. I got to breathe because that first half was pretty dang ugly. And the difference in the game is 5 3-pointers by Penn State. They can shoot 33% from out there if they shoot 15 and make 5. The other stats that I was ticked off about, 9 for 9 from the free throw line. We are 0 for 1. Oh, the lead is less than 10. Look, let's just say realistically, we played as bad as we could play in the first half. Trayce Jackson played a pretty good first half. Everybody else, other than Race Thomplis, played mediocre. Renew, 3 rebounds, 2 points. I think we missed more than 3. I saw Race miss 1 or 2. 0-3. I'm telling you, we played the worst half we could have played. Man, it's got to be statistic wise, it was god awful in that first half, to be honest. The only positive that I can see is nobody's in real foul trouble, but we fouled on the shot a lot. If they shot 9 free throws, that means that they're getting inside and fouling. We're fouling them. Yeah, our guards only scored. We did not hit an outside jump shot, I don't think. I can't remember one jump shot other than the one Schifino hit from 17. Anybody shot anything at all very well. And we're fouling jump shooters. That's happened too. Absolutely. One was on a 3-pointer. So there's lots that we can improve upon. Yeah, I got that anxiety feeling again. I don't like it when it boils in. I stem my I know caffeine on, I try to have no caffeine before the games, but sometimes that just doesn't work out. But Pickett and Lundy are dictating the game. And also, and their defense is not that great. We're just not hitting shots. We got 8 more shots in the first half than they did. What's up, Nathan? Puppies have been walked, I assume. We're 13 for 34 from the field. Bates and Shafino have 33% of our shots, and they've only made 2. Most of our makes come from our bigs. 10 of our made field goals out of 13 come from bigs. And then after that, 2 of the next 3 were made inside the lane. So Bates got a short range, and so did Miller Kopp. You wait. If you're listening to what they say on TV, I guarantee you it's going to be the same stuff. There you go. They stopped. The only thing that Indiana improved upon in the rest of that second half is they stopped leaving the 3-point shooter wide open. They made sure that they got a hand up. I look in this second half to get what we didn't get in the first half. I look for them to go right back to the inside. All right. Got to win in the paint. Yeah, there was a lot. I mean, they're showing their reactions from the Race Thompson dunk. If you want to go into highlight day, that one's going to live on for a while. Actually, I'm going to text Alex and tell her to post that. Hapward going to the big dance. Yeah, somebody's got to play winning basketball fundamental. And so far, the only thing I can say about playing winning basketball, the only thing that Galloway did well in that first half was he attacked the glass. And he did have 2 assists and no turnovers. But you know what? He's playing like a point guard, and he only missed 1 shot. So I don't know that Galloway's play was that awful. He just didn't show up anywhere else other than the little things. But let me go back to where you were at there. Miller Kopp played pretty awful. 1 basket. He took 6 shots. 1 rebound, 1 assist. He didn't really. He's going to play because of his defense. It is, Randy. It's the same. It's the same thing as those guys. As those guys play better, I love it when Galloway will get in the lane and take shots. But he's trying to. I think he's just trying to be a point guard right now. I'm happy with his rebounding. I'm fairly happy with his defense and the fact that he's passing the ball, but he's got to score some too. And there you go. And Galloway can be that way, and so can Miller Kopp when Shafino's on, but Shafino's not hitting anything. I really think that it's got to still go inside out. I think Trayce Jackson's going to need 10 assists in this game. Yeah, this team was never really that. I mean, a great shooting team from the outside. They're just horrible today. There's days that them guys get hot, but it is what it is. I keep thinking that every year when recruits come in that we're going to get some knockdown shooter, and we'll probably never see the likes of like a Calvert Chaney or a Steve Alford again, or good Lord, I can't get everybody's name out. The kid from Bloomington, Jordy Hulls, he was a knockdown shooter. We don't have that anymore, and we really need to get one of them. I think that's where the importance in lies, is finding somebody that's consistently able to shoot the outside shot where teams can't pack it down low against us.
What?
Oh, and that's just it, Creek. I think I just don't think this team has urgency. It doesn't seem like. Yeah, they do. And what's happened fundamental is they've doubled almost immediately when Trayce gets the ball, and we pass around the horn. Somebody gets and shoots an open 3-pointer, and it's either missed or no good. Nobody's taking that initiative to, instead of using a ball fake and driving. I just think we're trying to hit that three too much. This is how we get beat. When we have to become reliant on our outside shooting, that's how we lose. That's why these leads scare me to death. We haven't drawn any fouls. Penn State only committed 6 fouls in that first half. No way Woodson didn't get on them at halftime. Trayce talked about getting in that Big 10 championship in his senior speech. How bad do you really want it? Yeah, I agree. But I'm still saying that if he's got to command the ball, he has got to be given it, and everybody else is not a scorer until he says you are. And I think if you do that, you're fine. Race Thompson can facilitate from the post as well, but they got to keep feeding the post. That is the only way. That's the best way to win this game. It's how we've won all year. You can be mediocre from everywhere else, but you got to feed the post. It's got to go inside out. Absolutely. Waiting for Creek to drop his line. Yep. And they're going to hit 6 of them. I mean, they're going to, as long as we defend it. I mean, all right, we're going to go. That should be a bet then. They were early in the half creek. They were at, 5 for 7 from 3-point range. They went 0 for 8 the rest of the way, and it was only because we got our hands up. But what happened at that point was that we started fouling and let them drive. If they hit 8 out of the next 20 from the 3-point line, we can't win the game. I'll tell you right now. If Penn State has 13 threes at the end of this game, we will lose. Make them. Nah, it doesn't seem impossible because you can get 2 points anytime down the floor if you get the ball in the post. Look, some of the shots that normally go down didn't go down, and our outside shooters missed everything. Everything's got to be a drive. A transition. Play transition basketball. At least you're shooting layups. Up the pace. Uh-oh. It feels impossible sometimes. Yep. Hey, you got to give Shrewsbury. If Lundy, they gotta commit fouls to foul outs, Sam. Lundy and Pickett each only have 1 foul, and the team only has 6. They did not call fouls in this game at all. Should be about time to start the second half. That's it. All our points came from the post. Every point we scored, it felt like, came from the post. Probably our lowest field goal percentage in any game this year is what we just shot in that first half. All right, I'm going to get myself built back up. There you go. The key stats for them: 5 for 16 from 3, 9 for 9 from the free throw line. They rebounded with us. They don't have size. Look at that. 20 points in the paint. We need 40 in the paint in the second half. Let's get it going. Shrewsbury's got him in the huddle. There's Tracy Wolfson. She's dropping her commentary. They need me there. Absolutely. Man, why don't some of you all call Woodson and get me on here as an associate head coach or something? Drop the hammer on them boys. Let's go. Penn State has the ball to start the second half. All starts on the defensive end. Let's get it. All right, here they go into their front court. Hands it off to Lundy on the wing. Went over to NJ out high. Gives it off to Pickett. Pickett's going to try to drive. He does. He gets cut off and by Trayce Jackson. He steps back behind the 3-point line. 15 left on the play clock. There comes Funk. Oh, my God. Nothing happened. Pickett goes inside. Can't score it. And Funk still has the ball. Feeds it inside to NJ. And Race Thompson fouls him. There was a mix-up on the defensive strategy there. That shows it right there. Averaged 75 points, only scored 26 in the first half. Free throws up and good by NG. 35-26. Woodson's already looking mad because the switch didn't happen on Pickett. Kid looks like he's locked in, doesn't he? Both free throws are good. Penn State scores the first two. 36-26. Let's go. Come on. We won't bet they feed the post. Oh, they fed the post. Trayce has got it inside. Goes back out. Schifino drives. Gets in the lane. Puts up from 12 and hits it. In the lane. They did not miss a free throw. They're 11 for 11 right now. Pickett's got it out high. Penn State's got the floor spread. Hands it off. Rotates it over to Funk. Over to NG out high. NG's looking to feed it to Pickett on the post. Miller Kopp's got him there. Over to Lundy for three. Short off the front rim. No good. And I don't know how they got that rebound, but there he goes. He drives in the lane. Winner puts it up. No good. And that's what is going on here? You know what? This Penn State, oh my God. Quick basket for Penn State's back up 10, 38-28. I'm going to calm down here in just a second. I couldn't even call that. It was, oh my God. Race looking, feeds it over to Kopp. Kopp's working to get inside. He hands it off to Schifino. Schifino to Trayce. Trayce hands it off to Schifino. Back cross court. Double team comes over to Galloway for three. God bless it. Here comes Pickett back the other way, looking to push. Galloway cuts him off. He's backing him in. Using that hand to push off, no good. Race Thompson clears the board. Outlet to Schifino. Push. Gets it over to Race. That's not who we want dribbling. He drives the lane, puts it up, draws a foul. Oh my gosh, Dredd gets called for the foul. Thank goodness. They used a high pick there, and they're just beating us they're just beating us. Nobody's defending the basket. We're getting caught with our pants down multiple times so far in this half. Free throws good. Thank you. Finally made one. Let's go. Come on. I ain't going to lose faith. Second free throw's up, and it's also good. Renew comes in for Race as Race picked up his third foul. Renew's going to have to play some big minutes. Winner brings the ball across the timeline. Feeds it to Funk, who's open for three. No good. Renew saves it to Bates. Bates gives it off to Schifino. Here comes Schifino back the other way. Galloway's on the bench as well already. Gets it down to Renew on the block. Renew's got he's got Dredd on his back and scores it. Malik Renew. We go to the post, we win. Come on, you know that. Go to the post. 38-32, 6-point lead. Pickett's trying to dribble. They're getting the switch, and he's getting Trayce on him. Trayce wants to guard him, I think. Pickett throws it up, no good. Renew jumps up for the rebound over NG. Here comes Schifino the other way, gets it to Trayce. Trayce is going to back down Dredd. Double team over to Schifino. Penn State looks like they're in the zone. They are in the zone. Cross court Bates for three. Bates hits our first three-pointer, and it is a three-point game. Penn State mixes it up and goes to the zone. Tamar Bates makes them pay. Finally, somebody hits an outside shot to make them honest on D. Winner's out there on Kopp. He's going to look to dribble around him. Gets around him. Gets it out to Dredd. Dredd steps inside the three-point line from 12 and hits it. Dredd with the ball fake. Penn State's back up 5. Let's go. That's what Dabney says. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Come on. Schifino crosses the timeline. He's got the ball out high. Looking, feeds it to Trayce down. Double team comes immediately. Tamar steps inside the three-point line with a ball fake and hits it. Tamar Bates realizes that a ball fake, he has an open lane, hits a 15-footer, and it's a 3-point lead. Get yourself involved, young man. Pickett's on Kopp. Now they got Renew on Pickett as he drives around him, and it's stolen by Renew, but they're going to call him for a foul. I'm going to give Tamar Bates props there. Tamar Bates, after the double team, gets the ball fed to him out high. He's at the three-point line. He ball fakes it and drives inside. Which time, Creek? I did not see that, but I'll look. You know what? I got to make sure. I forgot to record the game, so I'll make sure I'm recording it now so I have it. Oh, he knew where the open man was. I got you. But see, that's the point, though. You know, if they're going to double Trayce, then we have to hit shots. Yeah, you know, just a couple of shots going down changes the way they play defense. For crying out loud, Creek, they came out in a zone. Yes. Talking is imperative out there on the floor. That's about leadership. That's Trayce's responsibility. If Renew is doing that as a freshman, imagine how good he'll be as a junior. Yeah, I think Penn State was riding on the notion that we were cold today. Yeah, that happened. Look, I'm losing my mind here today. I know I've got something to miss. Oh. I got 47 remote controls down here. You got to just find the right ones. It does feel like yesterday. And I don't know why that is. All games shouldn't feel the same, honestly. They just showed that play. I don't know. I didn't see it. It was bad. It was a bad angle. I think it's Penn State's ball, Sam. Tamara's got a beautiful stroke. His shot looks a lot like Calvert Cheney's, man. Penn State's under the basket. Pickett's going to take the ball out. He throws it into Dredd. Renew is on Dredd. Great matchup for us. I like Renew in that spot. They're going to hand it off outside to McCleary. He's got it. He goes to Dredd. Dredd back to Clary. He tries to drive, gets in the lane, turnaround jump shot, and he hits it. Solid play by the guard, Clary. Scores his 6th point of the game. They get the inbound to Renew back to Schifino. 5-point lead for Penn State. 15-10 to go in the game. Tamar does have a kid. He's got a little girl. Over in the corner to Kopp. Kopp gets in the lane. Feeds it cross court to Bates. Bates gets it down to Renew on the block. Dredd is there with him. Bates backs him down. Looks it, turn around, puts it up, and he's going to draw the foul on Dredd as he goes up strong. Something we did not do in the first half is go strong to the basket. Not sure that was a great call, but I'll take it. Got 20 folks in the house right now. Feel free to smash that love button down there. First free throw's up and good by Renew. Second free throw. Renew's a good-looking athlete. Like money. Earning them minutes for the big dance as the freshman. Sam Dredd has 3 fouls. There's the pick out high. Ng's back in the game. Clary feeds it to Pickett, who drives the lane. He's got Kopp on his back. He pushes off, gets the shot up. Trayce gets the ball. Great defense by Kopp. Trayce comes up and starts the break. He's going to drive, feeds it over to Bates. Bates has a pick. He shoots the 3. No good. That was a little early, but I know he's feeling it. They would have brought the house down if he'd have tied it right there. Run your offense. Bates is out there on Pickett. Stay in your ground, Bates. He backs him in. You know, they've got to call that. He pushes off to gain position there, but good defense by Bates. And Pickett misses another one. There's a double team out high. Over to Bates in the corner. Bates dribbles out of it. Feeds it down to Trayce on the block. Double team waiting. Cross court to Kopp. Kopp does not get the three-pointer off. Gets in the lane. Turnaround jump shot. And it's good. Miller Kopp gets in the lane. Gets a good shot in. And the lead is down to 1. He made it. I don't know what it was, but it went in. Not making his outside shot. You got to see a couple go through the hoop. I'm telling you. Clary's out high. He gets around Bates, drives to the basket, and that's stuffed out of there by Trayce Jackson Davis. And Pickett reaches in on Schifino. No foul. Hands it off to Bates. Over to Renew. Renew backs Dredd down. Dredd's got 3 fouls. Turnaround. No good. Dredd with the good defense there and gets the rebound. Penn State comes back the other way. Yeah, I got it. And God, Lundy's out there looking. He wants the ball. He's looking to shoot the 3. Drives around Kopp. Gets to the baseline. No good. And no block out. Trayce just got in Renew's for help defense there and crashed the boards. Wow. Trayce just yelled at Renew big time because he went for the block and there was no help. Penn State back up 3. Trayce has got it outside. Feeds it back to Bates. Back to Trayce. Trayce drives and goes in for the dunk. Goes right around NG. Trayce Jackson Davis brings it back to within 1. Absolutely. Right back at you. Trayce does not look happy. He looks locked in. Here goes Pickett. He's got Schifino on him. He's driving. And they're going to call Trayce with the foul. Or Schifino with the foul. But somebody needs to get in that official's ear on how he's backing people down in. He's using the forearm with the push. One-point game, 12 minutes to go in the second semifinal here in the Big Ten. Defense should reign supreme here. And they get their subs in. Trayce is out there. NG goes to the bench. We got a distinct size advantage. Renew misses out. Lundy puts up the shotter. And 1. Malik Renew fouls Lundy as he gets beat on the pass. Comes back to foul him. There was no help there. Watch Trayce here. Oh, they're going to show the dunk on the coming back. So listen, and I think the main point that Trayce is making right there is that when a shot goes up on that end of the floor, everybody's supposed to crash the boards. And Renew was sitting out there at about 12, 15 foot, not coming to the glass. If I had to guess, that's more or less Not that it was his help responsibility there when Trayce goes over to block the shot, but you should be crashing the glass. You should know where the ball's at. Getting that nerves in my chest feeling again today as it's getting tight. Yeah, so the fouls are starting to pile up. Renew and Race both have picked up their third. You know, you just got to get those two guys, one of those two guys to the finish line here. So, and you know what? Geronimo it's a great spot for him to come in just to play defense, just to get himself back in the rhythm of the game because he's not got to play enough to, you know, hopefully he gets a few minutes here today. We've only went 7 deep on the bench today. So far in this second half, they've played a lot more assertive. They've come out with more urgency. Yeah, there's tomorrow's baby right there. A lot of Indiana fans in Chicago today. Congratulations to the ladies who will be probably a number 1 seed in the big dance, along with Iowa. We might have 2 number 1 seeds. I don't have a lot of complaints over officiating so far today. There's some things I don't like, but I'll take. Lundy's at the free throw line. He's going to get 2 shots here. Let's see if he can get it to go down, or 1. And it is a 4-point lead for Penn State. Oh, yeah, it was an and 1. I'm sorry. Trayce drives, goes all the way to the basket, and he's fouled going up. I believe that's Hen. I've not called his name yet today because I don't know who it is. But there you go. Trayce just drives, has no choice but to foul. Trayce should have laid that ball in, but he wanted to dunk it. Trayce, who's been sketchy from the free throw line in the Big 10 tourney so far. Hopefully he gets his groove on in the second half. But you got to feed your big horse down the stretch. He's got to make the choices. Renew takes a seat. Race Thompson comes back in. Let's get it. Race has got the ball. Oh, they call that on the ground. Double team comes and the ball gets taken away. Clary with the steal. Here comes Penn State back the other way with a 4-point lead. Got to stop their confidence. Winter's got it out high. There's the switch. Pick comes. Winter's got Trayce on him now. They're playing the switching game to a T. Drives the lane. Trayce Jackson, great defense. Looking, driving on Bates. Puts it up. No good. Offensive rebound. That was a shot clock violation. Great defense there. These offensive rebounds suck, but I guess it's going to happen. Rebound, we got to block out. There you go. We need a basket. We need to get the lead. The lead would be awesome to put some pressure on him. Trayce goes to the hoop and, doesn't get it to go down, but picks up another foul on Hen. Shrewsbury's telling him right now, try not to foul. Free throws are going to become very important down the stretch here. We need to make these. What's up, Mike? First free throw by Trayce is good. Cuts the lead back down to 3. Keep this game under 70. Let's go. Second free throw is also good on a rim roller. 2-point lead. Let's get it. 47-45. 10:57 to go in the game. I'm going to do something here. I got the ball out high. He's looking round over to Funk, and it's picked up. Here goes Trayce back the other way. He's reached upon, doesn't get it in, feeds it cross court to Bates, and it's going to stay with Indiana as Winter gets back on defense and knocks it out of bounds. That's the way you start the break. Funk went for the steal there. All right, Indiana's got 25 on the shot clock. Kopp gets to inbound the ball, gets it to Schifino. Hasn't been much of a factor in this game. Gets inside, drives, gets it back out to Race. Race hits Tamar Bates with 15 on the shot clock. Indiana needs a good possession. There goes Trayce. He's working himself back in. That is not a – I was going to say, if they called that a charge, I was going to lose my mind. Mike, damn, where's that thing at? Hold on a second. I know that comes right over, but I could not agree more. Could not agree more. I feel my anxiety up on college sports, especially with this team. Inbound comes. Gets it into Trayce, goes up, dunks it, loses his defender, and it's a tie ball game. 10:22 to go. Pickett's got it out high. Kopp has shut him down so far in the second half. NG's got it out there. Bates is now on Pickett as they're denying the basketball. Pickett drives on Bates, puts it up. He's too far down and pushes him out of the way and scores the basket and takes a 2-point lead. Snowman Multimedia in the house. Check him out every day. Something on Snowman Multimedia. Bates crosses the timeline, gets it to Trayce out high. NG staying down on him deep. There comes the double team. Feeds it across around the horn. Looking, there you go. Get it to Race on the block. Race is going to back this guy down. He turns Lundy. Oh, my God, it rims out. Nice position by Race. Way to go to the post. Didn't get it to drop. Little hard on that shot. Hit the back rim. Pickett's got it out high. He's isolated. He's going to drive. He turns around, drops it into NG, puts it up. No good. Good defense by Trayce. Rebound by Kopp. Here comes Indiana down 2. Jalen Hood-Schifino comes across the timeline. Picked up. Trayce gets it on the block. Goes inside. Puts it up. And he's fouled. That's going to be the third foul on NG. Trayce goes right back to the free throw line. They cannot stop us in the paint. Penn State has done very well to keep this game in check. You've got to give them credit. They have made us do things we don't want to. That was not on the shot. Okay. Race has it out high. Bates has got it over to Trayce. Trayce is going to hand it off to Schifino. He goes around. Schifino makes a bad pass there as he telegraphs it, and it's a turnover for Indiana. Funk pulls up from 3, and he hits it. Turnovers lead to transition threes, leads to the end of Indiana. Don't want to get that guy hot. Schifino goes around, goes to Kopp. Kopp to Trayce. Trayce has got Dredd on him. NG on him. Feeds it out to Bates. Bates back to Kopp. Penn State's locked in defensively. Kopp shoots it from 12. He misses it. NG with the board. What's up, Joel? Congratulations today on your Boilers. Yep. Lundy's got it out high. He's looking. He feeds it over to Ng. Let him have the ball. Let him shoot it. Gets it back to Winter. Winter. Oh! Who? That's miscommunication there. Micah Shrewsbury has figured out our defense and exactly how to beat it. I agree, Creek. It is close. They cannot afford to continue. Penn State has got the floor spread out, and they are doing a very good job of using their two-man game. It's what we've done all season. Yeah, it's gotten to the point now where if they don't come out of this timeout, let's see what's left. 7:54. If they don't come out of this timeout and make a quick run to get this close, by the 4-minute mark, we're in deep trouble because we're going to have some shots. This defense has been very inconsistent in this second half. I've got to feel the anxiety rolling through my veins right now as this is getting to the point where it's scary ugly. Hats off to Penn State. After the game, regardless of what happens, I'm going to have to go out into the yard and I'm going to have to go out into the yard and work in the yard until dark. I'm either going to be angry, I'm going to be upset, or I'm going to be happy. There's just no middle ground with these games today. Would love to get to a Big 10 final and play Purdue again tomorrow. But we've got work at hand to do today. It's cool. It's about 40 degrees and cloudy, I think. Let's go. You gotta assert yourself right now. Let's get it. Come on. Get it down to Trayce on the block. Ng's there. There comes the double team. Cross court to Cop. Drives in the lane. Puts up the floater in good. Get it to the lane. If they double you, drive. Let's go. 54-49. 7:31 to go. Here comes Pickett. He goes around the pick. Cop goes underneath. Cross court to a wide open Lundy who nobody guarded him, and he missed it. Tipped out to Funk. Funk's got it and goes cross court, and it's still going to be Race Thompson knocks it out of bounds. Yeah, but you see that defense? Nobody went with the shooter. Yeah, nobody even, let's just wait. You got to get out there and defend. If that three-point line is going to go undefended, he'll miss this time, but he ain't going to miss the rest of them. I feel like I need to get up and do some jumping jacks or something, you know? After all that being said, we're still only down 5, but still. You and I both, Creek. I do not see the shot clock currently. I don't know where we stand. Yeah, my neighbors are probably going to dial 911 when I get outside today. I got a tree down in my yard from the wind I got to cut up. I'm probably just going to scream. No, the defense is collapsing to the paint because and nobody's going with the shooters. The shooters are just going to find the spot on the floor, and nobody's kind of going with them. Or they're not their game plan on defense. Something's wrong because they're not following through with what they're supposed to do. I can't tell. They're showing that commercial on TV right now, the Buick that parks itself in parallel parking. I don't think my mentality would let a car do that. Honestly, I don't think I could let a car do that. That's right. Smack the floor. Let's go. He's non-existent, but he's been our second leading scorer today. I'll see you here in a second, Sam. We're just got back from commercial. I'm fired up, man. I want this to go. Penn State is winning the game on rebounds. Penn State's ball, 16 seconds on the shot clock. They throw it into Pickett. Trayce is in the lane. Pickett's working on Kopp. He's backing him down. Turn around, puts it up, and hits it. Pickett's doing isolation and just working himself. Pickett has 17. There's the weave. Galloway's back in. He's going to drive. He gets in the lane. Back across to Bates for 3. Short off the rim. Oh, that's a foul! That's got to be a foul. Seven-point lead for Penn State. 6:33 to go. This looks like the end of the road unless they can get their heads out of their butt like right now and play some defense. Funk for 3. Short off the front rim. NG gets the offensive rebound and Penn State resets. Now they are very content to let the clock run. That is the 9th offensive rebound. Pickett's going to back Bates down. Bates has got him cut off. Make him foul. And Pickett hits another one. How many times are you going to let him play the same play without stopping him? Schifino leads back to 9. And there's going to be a foul called on Penn State finally. By the way, today, Trayce Jackson is now the 3rd leading scorer all time from Indiana. Congratulations to that. Free throw is good by Schifino. Finally see something go through the hoop this half, as it's now down to an 8-point lead, 58-50. Not sure, Sam. Both free throws are good. Indiana's going to start the press. They get it into Pickett. It looks like Penn State's very content running clock here. They're allowed to rest while Indiana defends. Ng's got it out high. He's going to work. He's going to hand it off to Pickett, who's going to drive, flips it down to Ng. He's got it underneath, well defended, back out for three all, and he makes it. 61-51, down 10. Schifino goes around the pick. He's driving, gets to the glass, and no foul is called. And here comes Penn State on the fast break. They get it out to Lundy. They're going to call a foul on the floor. This game is about done. There was the foul right there on Galloway. Indiana saved a basket right there by fouling. 61-51. We cannot withstand much more. Pickett's got it out high. He's got Schifino on him. And there is Galloway and is on the ground. Short off the front rim, no good. Here comes Schifino back the other way. Got to have a basket here. Move without the ball. Schifino crosses over. He's got Pickett on him. He drives. Gets inside. Nothing doing. Out to Thompson. Bates has got it. 15 on the shot clock. Feed the post. Bates from 12. He hits it. And a foul. Is it before the shot or in the air? Give it. Oh, that's a basket. We needed that. Tamar Bates gets a big basket there. Foul should be on Ng, it looks like, or maybe Funk. Nope, it's on Funk. We need to get to the free throw line, and ones are the best way to do that. Tamar Bates has got 9 points today. Could use a free throw here with the clock stopped, and it rims out no good. Pickett gets the glass. Here we go back the other way. Indiana's down 8. Pickett's got it out high. Bates is on him. Funk has one foul. Driving, looking. Bates has him cut off. He has to hand it off. Funk's going to drive. 4 on the shot clock. Don't let it. 28-footer. Holy. Makes it. You can't defend that. 64-53, down 11. Now we have to be able to shoot. Schifino's looking. Gets it to Trayce. Trayce has got Ng on him. He can't do nothing. Around the horn. Galloway drives. Puts up the floater. No good. Ball game, you guys. I don't see us having a chance to come back on this right now. It's pretty much over after that three-pointer just went in. Here comes Pickett back the other way. And Schifino's going to pick up the foul, as Indiana's going to have to start fouling to get more possessions. That's not on Bates. I'm going to tell you right now. Thank you, Creek. I enjoy you guys being here. And Jim, they don't draft to the NBA based on what you are right now. They draft on what your upside is. That's how the lottery is determined. Right now, you're right. He's not. That's a good question, Sam. We'll find that out tomorrow. You know, I don't see it being an eye-opener fundamental, honestly. You know, other teams are coming up clutch, and we can't play a full half of basketball. His upside is that he's 18 years old playing that basketball normally of a junior or a senior. That's his upside. He's got a beautiful shot. He's just not 100% there yet. Plays pretty good defense too. You're right. They just have big trouble scoring the ball and can't guard the perimeter. Same story all year. When Bates is on the floor with 3 minutes to go in the game because nobody else is showing up, yeah. Nathan says he gets to live his dream job. What about you? Don't need to be as, but that's true. He's got and the other thing that you can't teach is size. You can't teach ball handling when you're that big, and he's built like an NBA player at 18. I tell you, he's going to be tough. And that was on Bates, and you can't guard that. And that's it, Jim. That shot was amazing. Funk, he's been the mainstay from behind the arc today, as he's got 3 of them for Penn State. Hey, the only thing I can say going forward is, we'll have an extra day's rest before the Thursday-Friday game this next week. I still say Indiana's tough to be a 4. I think they're going to be a 5. I thought they'd be a 5 if they lost today. We need to finish this game strong, though. I know it looks bad right now, and I know we're probably not going to win. Colin, what's up, my brother? Heavy Meadow Detective. Looking like Louisville out here today, Colin. I agree, Jim. Jalen Pickett's at the free throw line, about to go over 20 points today, and he does. It is the reverse of yesterday, Sam. Absolutely. I did, Colin. I think Chicago cleaned up, and Carolina's going to draft C.J. Stroud out of the Ohio State University. Frank Reich likes big quarterbacks, and he's got one now. There goes Shafino around. He gets inside, puts it up. No good. Tipped up, no. And rebound to Lundy. Chicago made out for next year and this year. Chicago's building for the future, and they're building their capital. Pickett gets inside, puts it up, and scores. Nobody's defending. Nobody's helping. 68-53. This game's become a blowout. Finally, Trayce gets to the basket and gets a dunk. That's 18 points for Trayce. Most important stat of this game is that we have not rebounded worth a crap against a team that's smaller, which means that we're not attacking the glass. Bates is out there on Pickett trying to defend him. He's going to get called for the foul. Now they're going to call the reaches. What's up, Walter? Walter. I'm sorry if I mispronounced. Hello from Germany. Thank you for stopping in. I definitely appreciate it. Would love it if you would smash that like button, hit that subscribe, click the bell. Yep. And free throw's good. Penn State's going to cross the 70 mark, which is what I thought would win this game. So there you go. CJ Gunn, Malik Renew's just sitting there. on the bench while every guy on the floor is holding their pants legs. Discord is in the chat. If you want to join the It's in the Blood Discord, Trayce has got the ball. Back to Tamar. Tamar drives, goes all the way to the basket, lays it in. 13-point deficit. We have seen this surpassed by a good three-point shooting team and forces Penn State into using a timeout. I don't think so, Sam. If I do, it'll be right as I get home tomorrow. I hate mispronouncing names, but I like saying hi. Walther? Hello. Not sure. Depends on how work goes. Yeah, Walther like the gun. The H is silent, so it is Walter. Thank you. I appreciate that. I learned something today. Apologies, Walter. There's the press and the double team, and there's going to be a foul. It's going to send Pickett to the free throw line. Hey, I definitely love learning, so it's all good. I'm very sad about today's basketball game. Absolutely fundamental. Penn State played a complete game today, though. They never backed off. I'm starting to become vexed. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you. There's another dunk, but it doesn't much matter when you're down 15. This is all trash time. You should let your guys get some minutes. Here comes Funk across the timeline. It gets it over there. There's Race on the floor. There's Hustle. What the heck? And it's going to be a jump. It should be a jump ball. Could be worse. You could be a Louisville fan like Colin. Yeah, I mean, this game has been, pretty ugly for us most of the part today. Problem is that we haven't played good back-to-back games in a while. We really haven't. And Rick, I get a little irate too when it comes about, the things that you can do well and that you just forget about when you're on the floor. This team is a team that this Penn State team is a team that can go the distance in March. They can win. They can beat anybody because of how well they shoot the three. And that's exactly what we don't do. But there's days when that team like that can lose by 30. Today, they did not shoot it well. Our defense has done a great job. There goes Schifino. That's a charge. All you got to do is hold your ground and be ready for him. He's going right to it. His foot is on the thing. They're going to look. That's going to come. That's going to be a block, and it's going to be an and one. I don't think that matters, but that's a block and an and one. He is on the line. Absolutely, Diesel. There is no way we're getting a 3 seed. If they don't give him 2 points right here, I'm still going to scream. Absolutely. Shouldn't take 2 minutes to decide that that's a blocking foul either. They should be right back on the floor, and it should be lined up for a free throw. Stop letting teams have timeouts. Oh, Jim, I don't think so. It just depends on where they draw. It's about what type of team they play. Here we go. Let's just bring it up and make it last longer. Then now they're telling the announcers that it's an and one. I hate inconsistency. Free throw is good. Hey, it's a 10-point ball game again. 1:42 to go. I haven't lost hope yet. Almost a steal. We still got to hit some threes to get back in this game. Now they're gonna drag this out. Now they're gonna make them look. Oh, that's Indiana's ball if it doesn't touch. Oh. That looks like that might be us. Here's the angle. Nope. If they say he touched it on the second bounce here, right? Nope. He didn't touch it there. There we go. It's off his foot. That's Indiana's basketball. That's Indiana's basketball. It went off his foot. Las Vegas says that that's Indiana's ball. Vegas says that ball went off of Pickett's foot. There you go. Watch. That's off his foot. You don't have to explain. I wish they'd quit coming over to the announcers and explaining. We shouldn't be looking at officials. We should be looking at basketball. There's the inbound. Shafino for three. No good. That was our last gasp right there, I believe. Here it comes crossing the timeline. They do break it. Penn State should just go to 5 guards. Indiana's still trying to play defense. Don't foul now. I would have fouled if they didn't get the trap, but hey, that's me. Oh, let's just throw it up from 27. Boy, 3 and 3 more would be awesome here. Bates for 3. Money. 72-65, down 7. Just think if that last one would have went in. This team is a concentration nightmare. Thank you guys for the 22 likes today. Thank you for hanging out with me during this Big Ten tournament. I will definitely see you tomorrow for Selection Show on Selection Sunday to see where we end up. Just before they even draw it, between the hours of 9 and 11 on Thursday, I am not available. So I will not be here if they play a Thursday night game that's late. If they start in the afternoon on Thursday, I should be available. If it's the 4 or 5 o'clock game, but the late night game, I'm not. After that, Friday, I should be. Anything after that, I should be, I would assume. I think where they will do better in the NCAA tournament is that these teams here in the Big Ten have had to learn how to play them this year. And I really feel like the way we play basketball, we should do better in the tournament. I still think we're a Sweet 16. There's a turnover. It's going to go back the other way. No question there. They get the ball into Funk. There's a steal. And an alley-oop dunk. 5-point lead, 50 seconds to go. And that's going to be a foul on Tamar Bates. And he's hurt. I think Indiana will be a 5 seed, and I think they can shoot. I just am not. I think all their shooting is circumstantial. Clipping, 15-yard penalty. Ouchie for the ankle. Thank you, Mike. Stop in tomorrow and comment on the Selection Sunday if you like. If not, I hope to see you guys during the big dance game. And luckily, he's not injured too badly because he will continue to finish this out and shoot his free throws. Winner's at the line. Free throws up, and it's good. Extends the lead back to 6. Tamar is okay. He's the one that did the landing. Indiana needs a quick basket right here. Preferably another 3 would be great after this here because they're going to probably extend it to 7. Let's see if he misses one. He does. Trayce got the ball, goes to Shafino, coming across the timeline. Shafino pulls up, drives the lane, gets in there, puts it up. Trayce tips it in. Lead is down to 4 with 41 seconds to go. Foul immediately. I know it's probably over, but, you know, what do they call there? A timeout or a jump ball? No, they called the foul. Oh! We got to hope that he misses one here. And he does. Game's not over, you guys. It's not. Come on, miss one more, buddy. Make this a 2-possession. Let's go. Miss one more. Shots up and good. 5-point lead, 40 seconds, and 1 here. Let's go. Shafino gets it crossing the timeline. Comes up, drives, gets inside, turnaround floater, and he hits it. 74-71. It's a one-possession game. And Penn State's forced to use a timeout with 35 seconds to go. Penn State looks rattled. I don't think we're going to win the game, but it's gotten exciting the last couple minutes here as we wrote the team off. Why do they do this to me? Why? So let's look at what we're looking at here. We're looking at, hopefully they only get 1 out of 2. Oh, Jim. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's huge. There's a turnover and a layup. It's a 1-point game. Dredd's got the ball. Gets it back to Funk. Foul. 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 Thank you. You know what? I think I'm going to sign up. I think I'm going to go get me some 9 and 10-year-old kids. I think I'm going to coach. Seth Lundy, who's the best free throw shooter probably on the team's got 2 chances, but we're going to have a chance. He hits the first. We're going to have a chance to tie this game. Honestly, I drive all the way to the basket and try to get a layup. Choke it. Miss it. He hits them both. 3-point lead. Shafino's got it inbound. Go, go, go. No. No good. Why go? God, I hate your choices. It's a bad shot. That's not a good shot. Ball fake it. Pass it. Get it inside. Take the easy basket. Two free throws. They only need 1. And that's officially the ball game right there. I have no idea why you do not drive and go to the basket and try to pick up a foul or try to get the easy layup with 16 seconds. And why? 4-point lead. Galloway for 3. And that's the ball game. So listen, why let it, when the shot clock and the game clock are equal, I'll say this and then I'll shut it down. When you're playing from behind, if you do not get the steal right off the inbound pass, the first thing you should do is then foul. You have no benefit of letting it extend down. Then you don't have to have a 3-point basket if they make a free throw. Then you can get a 2, and then you try again. And try again and again. And that's how you do it. You lengthen the game by giving yourself more offensive possessions. Much love to everybody. I will set up a Selection Sunday show. We'll see where this team ends up. Great chance to fight here at the end today and come back. I wish I would have seen that the whole game, but I didn't. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out with me, Jim. He's an NBA coach and he's learning college. Thank you, Mike. I'm very proud of him too. We'll see him in wherever they go to. Peace. Much love.